Thermodynamic principle of metallurgy. As we discussed, the extraction of metals from their oxides can be carried out by using different reducing agents. For example, consider the reduction of metal oxide MXOY, that is 2 by Y MXOY solid gives 2X by Y M solid plus O2 gas. The above reduction may be carried out with carbon. In this case, the reducing agent carbon may be oxidized to either CO or CO2. For example, C plus O2 gives CO2 gas, or 2C plus O2 gives 2CO gas. If carbon monoxide is used as a reducing agent, it is oxidized to CO2 as follows. 2CO plus O2 gives 2CO2 gas. A suitable reducing agent is selected based on the thermodynamic considerations. We know that for a spontaneous reaction, the change in free energy, that is delta G, should be negative. Therefore, thermodynamically the reduction of metal oxide, that is equation 1, with a given reducing agent, that is equation 2, 3 or 4, can occur if the free energy change for the coupled reaction, that is equation 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or 1 and 4, is negative. Hence, the reducing agent is selected in such a way that it provides a large negative delta G value for the coupled reaction. Now, this is a Yelingen diagram. The Yelingen diagram is plotted against temperature versus delta G 0 is equal to RT ln P O2 per kilojoule per mole O2. This is the Yelingen diagram. Here, delta G0 value for silver is almost equal to 0 value. For mercury oxidation, it is minus 100. For copper, minus 300. For nickel oxide formation, minus 450. For iron oxide, minus 450. For zinc, minus 650. For chromium, minus 700. For manganese, minus 720. For aluminium, minus 1050. For magnesium, minus 1150. For calcium, 1200, minus 1200. This is the value. This indicates the thermodynamic view of Yelingen diagram. The delta G0 value always negative for different metal ions. The change in Gibbs free energy delta G for the reaction is given by the expression delta G gives delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, where delta H is the enthalpy change, T is the temperature in Kelvin, and delta S is the entropy change. For an equilibrium process, delta G0 can be calculated using the equilibrium constant by the following expression: delta G0 is equal to minus RT ln Kp. Harold Ellingham used the above relationship to calculate the delta G0 value at various temperature for the reduction of metal oxides by treating the reduction as an equilibrium process. He has drawn a plot by considering the temperature in the x-axis and the standard free energy change for the formation of metal oxide in y-axis. The resultant plot is a straight line with delta S as a slope and delta H as a y-intercept. The graphical representation of variation of the standard Gibbs free energy of reaction for the formation of various metal oxides with temperature is called Ellingham diagram. Observation from the Ellingham diagram. There are 4 observations. For most of the metal oxides formation, the slope is positive. It can be explained as follows. Oxygen gas is consumed during the formation of metal oxide, which result in the decrease in randomness. Hence, delta S becomes negative and it makes the term T delta S positive in the straight line equation. The graph for the formation of carbon monoxide is a straight line with a negative slope. In the case delta S is positive and 2 moles of CO gas is formed by the consumption of 1 mole of oxygen gas. It indicates that CO is more stable at a higher temperature. As the temperature increases, generally delta G value for the formation of the metal oxide become less negative and become 0 at the particular temperature. Below this temperature, delta G is negative and the oxide is stable, and above this temperature delta G is positive. This general trend suggests that metal oxide become less stable at higher temperature and their decomposition becomes easier. There is a sudden change in the slope at a particular temperature for some metal oxides like magnesium oxide MgO, mercury oxide HgO. This is due to the phase transition, melting or evaporation. Application of the Ellingham diagram. Ellingham diagram helps us to select a suitable reducing agent and appropriate temperature range for reduction. The reduction of a metal oxide to its metal can be considered as a competition between the element used for reduction and the metal to combine with oxygen. If the metal oxide is more stable, then oxygen remains with the metal, and if the oxide of element used for the reduction is more stable, then the oxygen form the metal oxide combines with the elements used for the reduction. From the Ellingham diagram, we can infer the relative stability of different metal oxides at a given temperature. Ellingham diagram for the formation of Ag2O and HgO is at the upper part of the diagram, and their decomposition temperature are 600 and 700 Kelvin respectively. To indicate that these oxides are unstable at moderate temperature and will decompose on heating even in the absence of the reducing agent. Ellingham diagram is used to predict thermodynamic feasibility of reduction of oxides of one metal by other metal. Any metal can reduce the oxides of other metals that are located above it in the diagram. For example, in the Ellingen diagram, for the formation of chromium oxide lies above that of the aluminium, meaning that Al2O3 is more stable than Cr2O3. Hence, aluminium can be used as a reducing agent for the reduction of chromic oxide. However, it cannot be used to reduce the oxides of magnesium and calcium, which occupy lower position than aluminum oxide. Third point, the carbon line cuts across the lines of the many metal oxides, and hence it can reduce all these metal oxides at sufficiently high temperature. Let us analyze the thermodynamically favorable conditions for the reduction of iron oxide by carbon. Ellingen diagram for the formation of FeO and CO intersects around 1000 Kelvin. Below this temperature, the carbon line lies above the iron line, which indicates that FeO is more stable than CO, and hence at this temperature range, the reduction is not thermodynamically feasible. However, above 1000 Kelvin, carbon line lies below the iron line, and hence we can use coke as a reducing agent above this temperature. The following free energy calculation also confirm that the reduction is thermodynamically favored. From the Ellingen diagram at 1500 Kelvin, 2Fe solid O2 gas gives 2FeO gas. Delta G1 is equal to minus 350 kilojoule per mole. 2C solid plus O2 gas gives 2CO gas. Delta G2 minus 480 kilojoule per mole. Reverse the reaction 1. 2FeO solid gives 2Fe solid plus O2 gas minus delta G1 plus 350 kilojoule per mole. Now couple the reaction 2 and 3. 2FeO solid plus 2C gives 2Fe liquid or solid plus 2CO gas. Delta G3 is equal to minus 130 kilojoule per mole. The standard free energy change for the reduction of 1 mole of FeO is delta G3 by 2 is equal to minus 65 kilojoule per mole. Limitation of Ellingen diagram. Ellingen diagram is constructed based only on thermodynamic considerations. It gives information about the thermodynamic feasibility of a reaction. It does not tell anything about the rate of the reaction. Moreover, it does not give any idea about the possibility of other reactions that might be taking place. The interpretation of delta G is based on the assumption that the reactants are in equilibrium with the products, which is not always true. Okay. This is the thermodynamic principle of metallurgy involving Ellingen diagram, observations from the Ellingen diagram, applications of the Ellingen diagram, and its limitations.